everybody. I lowered it a little bit. It's actually too low now. Is that weird? Does it make my double chins look bigger? I don't think you can see it. It's underneath that big bearded guy going on here. Hello, everybody. Wow, what a weekend. So, if you're a fan of the channel or you're new, welcome.
Welcome
to all those who are new. But this weekend was pretty big. Last week rather was pretty big. We posted a video. Oh, perfect. I think that's good. The first video we posted, I believe, was that Thursday night?
I think so.
Thursday night we posted a video. We had gathered some data from some former Funko employees, or actually might have been, were they employees of Funko?
Employees, yes.
Okay, so they were passing along information to us through a bunch of networks, so friends that we know and have. So a big shout out to all of our friends out there who gave us the information so we can make the video. We made the initial video because we feel like the Funko community should, be in the know about all this stuff. I think it's important. And we're going to get into a lot of the crazy killer comments that we've been reading today because there's a lot that went on today. And I will tell you that Heather has been scouring all of these different comments and reading them off to me. And there are some good, there are some bad, and there are some downright ugly comments. And just people's feedback is unbelievable. But yesterday we posted another video in regards to the same topic, all the horrifying bad things that are happening at Funko currently. And we got a really great response from that as well. So those two videos, people are liking it for the most part. And then what else? Is that it? Oh, no. This morning we actually got well, no. Did you find out that Dis shared our stuff?
Yeah, a lot of people were sending it to me and tagging us in it.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, this was then reposted on Dis Trackers on Instagram, Dis Funko on, what is he, Dis Funko on Twitter?
He's Dis Funko. No, he's Dis Trackers on Instagram and Twitter, and on Facebook he's Dis Collectibles.
Okay, yeah, so anyway, he's like everywhere, and I think he posted everywhere, Facebook, just everywhere, which in my history of knowing Dis and following all of his posts, I have never seen him repost a YouTube channel, as far as I know, ever, unless he has a deal with them. We did not ask him to share it. It wasn't like we paid him to do it. He just did it, and we woke up to that this morning, and it was rather shocking. So that was really cool, and we appreciate Dis for doing that. I think I appreciate his want and need for the Funko community to be aware, and I think we're in the same boat as he is in terms of that. Richard Suppley, thank you for the super chat. You're awesome. Hey, just want to give kudos for your handling of this topic. Good journalist type thing without being the outrage machine YouTube loves. Yeah, I think that we could have made a far different video where we screamed the entire time and yelled as we typically do on this channel, where we have fun. A lot of people, we get some hate for that sometimes because people call us cringe. But I don't think I don't think people all the time understand what we're doing or our content. And I'm not saying that you need to be a genius to understand our content, but I think it takes a certain level of humor. Like, you have to see the humor in it. Some people just don't, and that's understandable, and no worries there. I'm getting completely off topic. So the fact that Dis shared this, it made it even bigger. Somebody reached out to us directly and said that they're reaching out to actual news sources with this video to actually have real coverage somewhere. Now, I don't know if that'll ever happen.
Probably not.
Probably not, but that was really interesting. So thank you to that person who reached out. I'm not going to name any names of the people who are reaching out to us, but we're literally hearing from everybody right now. Over the last few days, it's been former Funko employees. I think we've had at least one employee who is still there reach out to us and talk to us. A lot of members of the community, fellow YouTubers have reached out to us. You name it, they're reaching out. And it's great because I feel like I'd made a quote yesterday in yesterday's video that I thought was pretty poignant. And I don't typically pat myself on the back for things, but the comment that I made, I'm going to screw it up now because I said it perfectly the first time. And by the way, it was in one take that I did that.
That never happens.
Never. I think I said, in a nutshell, Funko HQ makes T-shirts that says Funko Family, but they're not the real Funko Family. It's us. Like, we don't need the shirts from Funko HQ to say that we're Funko Family. We're all a family of collectors. Yeah, absolutely. So we're all here sort of leaning on each other. Hearing all the stories about all of these people who lost their jobs, some of the big people that we have mentioned. When I say big, I mean people who are very well known in the community. I'm sure there's a lot of names of people who are now gone that we may not know firsthand, but for the most part, the people that we named off the other day, I think if you're a Funko fan, you've been in the Funko community long enough, you're going to know exactly who all those people are, and they're all really great people, and we're just so shocked to see them go. Okay. So we've said all this. I'm basically reiterating what happened over the last couple of days. But the thing that really shocks me, and I started getting into this before, the hatred that we're getting. We have people that are saying YouTubers, I can't remember exactly what the quote was, but YouTubers don't know anything and are basically what we're saying is farce. It's not real. I just want you to know, and I'm going to be as clear and as blunt as I possibly can be. All that information was not derived from us. It wasn't derived from some random ass source. That came from people at Funko. We're talking about people who actually are working there now or formerly work there. This is from them. This is their words that they passed to us to reiterate and tell you.
Because they can't speak up unless they want to risk getting fucking fired.
So a friend the other day reached out to us and he's like, here's this big story that's going on. I want you to break it. Like, here it is. He had it on a silver platter. He's like, I want you to break it. And this was Wednesday night, mind you. And I told Heather, I'm in the middle of editing our video for Wednesday. And I'm like, there's no freaking way I'm going to be able to get all of this done. So we're going to have to wait till tomorrow. And I said to Heather, as we were walking up to go to bed, I said, if somebody breaks this story overnight into tomorrow, then that's, we missed our opportunity. But I didn't have time, or I don't know, I didn't have the manpower to be able to kick this video out fast enough. But man, I could not believe that we got all the way through all day Thursday and we were able to post that video. I cannot believe news didn't break before us.
Well, it still hasn't. And the only reason that anything has really been confirmed, like, outside of what we have said, because realistically, people don't have to believe us. The only reason that we have any legitimacy besides, like, trusting who we heard this from, the multiple people that we heard this from, is because Reese O'Brien's, like, all of his social media has changed. It doesn't say anything about Funko anymore, and it did. It used to.
Yes.
So things are fucked up, and on top of that, they're posting a lot of job postings. So realistically, I think it's less about money and more about more about wanting to silence people, which is crazy.
Well, you know what I said. It's big corporate things, and unfortunately for us, it'd be nice to be able to say, here's our sources and stuff like that. But again, it just doesn't work out that way. I even thought about making this, was it right to do this content, or is it our place to do it? And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that, yeah, it really is. Like, I feel like we have to say something. If we're the ones that are in the know, we have this information. We really need to get it out there and tell the rest of the Funko community. And as I mentioned in our video, it is tough news to have to share with everybody. But the last thing I ever thought is that the Funko community... Now, okay, so a couple things I want to state before I get into this. And I know Heather's going to have a lot more to say about it than I will. And I probably will have... I could probably leave and go on a vacation and come back and she'll still be going if I don't stop her. But truth is that this channel has created, not because of us, we've created a lot of bad guys. But people who don't like, not bad guys, but people who dislike us and dislike the channel. They don't like our content. They make it very well known to let us know that. We noticed that groups today, people are posting things in there about these videos. Like, people are just doing like a lot of really crazy shit, same crazy shit. And I totally expected it because a lot of people like to come down on us for whatever. I don't know why. There are people out there that it's almost inherent that they don't like us. It's really weird.
So here's the thing. Number one, we purposely if you've watched us on a live before and you've watched our normal videos, you can
Somebody's saying the volume is low. Is the volume low? Can you turn that up on your phone? Turn it up. I want to hear how loud we are.
We're fine.
No, we're good.
Yeah. Philip, I think you need to turn your phone or computer or...
Well, hold on. If I turn up the mic too loud, it might not sound good. So I'd rather not do that.
Yeah, it'll sound like staticky almost. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we have encountered a lot of people across the years who... Well, okay, hold on. Let me back up.
Bob Bottle guy said, I heard that Brian cooks fish in the office microwave.
Ew! Fuck those people! Does he burn popcorn too? Because that shit is almost worse than fish. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I think that... I think that what happens is people watch one video and we're shouting trash or being childish like we normally do, but we literally like do this for fun. Again, this isn't like a full-time job, but we post every fucking day. And the reason that I get so agitated by these comments is because, one, like, we've said it a million times before. I don't want to get too deep into it. Chris and I have full-time jobs. We have a part-time job on the side, and a part-time job. We have Mischief Toys on the side. And we have Gastlecast that we do every single day. We literally, like, give this content to you guys for free. And it pisses me off that we work our asses off. And there's people out there, like, even if you don't like it, like, people shit on us. And I have noticed a trend recently. I think I've talked about this before. I would say like 80% of the people who say negative things on other people's posts about us, like anytime our name is brought up, it's because they've been kicked out of our Facebook group. And
that happens a lot.
It happens so much. And if you don't know about our Facebook group, it's called Gastlecast We Hunt Together. And it basically embodies who we are as collectors. So when Chris and I got into collecting, we were so fortunate to meet these amazing people in our area who unfortunately no longer collect or don't collect much, or they stopped collecting Funko in general. But they are still amazing friends, our absolute best friends. But we met these people, and it was basically like a tradesy sort of thing. Like, if you're out hunting and you find something that I like, we just hook each other up, whether it be at retail or we just trade someday down the line. And we would do the same. And if, like, you're going on a Target run, hey man, what are you looking for? And we would always keep an eye out for each other. And that's how We Hunt Together happened.
That's how it was born. And by the way, I'm the one who wanted to make the Facebook group. I told Heather, I was like, we should make a Facebook group. That would be so awesome. And Heather was like, we're not doing this ever. It's so stupid. Bad idea. Admin. Moderators. I don't want to do that shit.
It is hard work. And I told Chris it would be hard work. Meanwhile, me and all the other mods are the ones, like, making sure the group is in line, and Chris just sits back and he's like, oh, what's going on, guys?
I'm a big piece of shit.
Shut up, okay? That's exactly what I knew would happen, just like how you pile the laundry and never fucking clean it. Anyway,
hey, I did the laundry yesterday.
How dare you?
How dare
you? Go
you?
take a look at our hamper that is overflowing in our bathroom, and you tell me you did the laundry. You put 3 shirts up, okay?
Why you gonna put my dirty laundry out there, Heather?
So, basically in our Facebook group, we have a 30-day retail rule. So basically, if something comes out, whether it be a chase or like a limited piece or whatever, you can't trade it for an older item, which might sound crazy, but we don't want the hype pricing of a brand new item to motivate people to trade and sell. We'd rather people hook each other up. So that's why we have the retail.
That's the base. So anyway, that's the basis of the group,
Yes.
right? The basis of the group is that we help each other.
Yes.
That's what the whole bottom line is. And people get in there, they break the rules in the group, and then they end up finding their way out. One guy decided he was going to post a picture of a medical problem and ask everybody if they knew what it was and how to fix it. So we basically were like, hey, dude, this isn't cool. We pulled it. And dude left, and now he's talking shit. And then there's another person that, and by the way, this isn't something I take very lightly because it really pissed me off. And I didn't say anything because Heather became sort of like communicative with this person for a while, but they've now turned on us as well and said a bunch of shit. This dude was sending Heather pictures of himself in skirts. He was sharing this with Heather. And Heather's like, I don't even know what to do. He's sending me all these weird pictures. I don't know what to do. And I was like, stop talking to him. And eventually, he screwed up in the group or said something bad.
No. He talked shit and then told me that the only reason he talked shit was because he was upset.
Right.
And then he blocked me because so basically he talked shit about something and I said, hey man, can you like chill out? Like me and Chris were on vacation at the time. Everyone knew we were on vacation. And it's like, I woke, like, picture this. I'm in my favorite town in the world. I'm in Sonoy, Georgia, okay? We have this cute little cabin in the middle of the woods. We literally, like, didn't even have a paved road, okay? We're driving, like, a half mile on this, like, really rocky, like, rugged terrain. There's horses on one side. There's trees all over. And we're in this cabin, right? Or cottage or whatever you would call it. Just a little cute house.
Sure.
I wake up, I'm like, and then I grab my phone and I see this motherfucker saying something nasty about something. And I said, hey man, listen, I'm on vacation. You're being sort of a jerk. Could you like refrain and at least like wait until I'm home? Like, I don't want to be upset. You know what I mean? Like, it was just
He was
super
saying something
shitty.
specific to upset you?
He was saying something specific to upset the both of us. So...
Wow.
Basically, I guess after a couple of days, he, like, blocked us. Or blocked me.
He blocked you. Yeah.
And that's a no-no in most Facebook groups. Like, you don't fucking block an admin or moderator. You just leave if you're gonna do that. So, I didn't kick him out because he was, like, talking shit or anything. I kicked him out because he blocked a moderator.
Anyway, dude, well, so here's my problem. Dude was sending all those goofy pictures of himself to you. I didn't like that. I don't need people sending pictures of my wife. But this guy is now running around. So Heather found him today going around saying a bunch of shit too. So it's like, you know, and here's the thing. Okay, let me ground this for a second. I'm so happy that you all are here right now watching. And you guys are so sweet to us. And I'm not asking that people need to be sweet to us at all. I'm not asking for that. And I can take constructive criticism. But there are some people out there that are just straight up so vile.
Venomous.
And after a while, it does start to bother you a little bit. I try not to get bothered by this stuff. And mostly I don't. Heather does. And that's what bothers me the most. So we're like driving around today.
Well,
Heather's reading off all these comments.
Hold on. The only reason I get upset is because we put our blood, sweat, and tears into this shit, and people are like, "You guys are stupid." I'm
Right.
like,
Well, I
what's
try
the
not to worry
point?
about that.
What,
I try not to
like,
worry,
what's the fucking?
You gonna
like,
drink that?
It upsets me because I know, like, I just sit in front of a camera. Chris is the one that spends 2 or 3 hours a night editing, so it upsets me because I know that he's working really hard. Like, if I feel like I'm working hard on the Gastlecast, he works 10 times harder because he's the one editing it and taking time out to, like, try to grow us. You know what I mean? So it's just really shitty.
Oh, it's just frustrating.
And then, on top of it, you have people with, like, families and shit that are talking shit, and I'm like, logically, like, at first I'm, like, really upset, and I'm like, you know what, I don't fucking deserve this. But then I think, like, you must have a sad life if, rather than spending time with your family, you're trolling, as a grown adult, you're trolling people on Facebook. Like, that's a sad existence.
There's a lot of them out there.
There are, and it's so pathetic to me. Like, I don't like bullies.
You know what, though?
I've never liked bullies. No, hold on. This person has children, and I guarantee you that if those kids ever get bullied, that parent would be so upset. So the fact that, like, these people feel the need to be fucking assholes really just agitates me, because it's like, you know, all kids get bullied at some point in their life, and they're gonna be like, you know what? Maybe this is karma for me being a dick to a bunch of people. Like, I was that bully. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
I was gonna say, you know, in our Facebook video comments, all great though. Like, I didn't find one that was like disrespectful or anything at all. Like, and usually we have comments that are blocked by YouTube.
Yes.
No, none blocked there. So, all right. So we're painting this really crazy picture about posting a story and then having some retaliation from some people. Not retaliation, but just hateful bullshit.
I didn't tell you about this one I just found. There was someone who had actually created the first We Hunt Together group.
Thank you, Pop Life Toys. You're awesome. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Pop Life Toys.
Keep your head up. I love you and Chris like family. We got you. Thank you, buddy. You're the best.
Thank you.
You're the best.
So, basically, this person approached Chris and I because they lived in a different country. And in different countries, when Funko Pops are scarce, you have to pay more to receive them. So this person's motives weren't like, oh my God, I love your motto. It was, I love your motto because I want to get things for cheap. So they started a We Hunt Together Facebook group and asked if they could use, like, our motto.
Oh my God, you're not going back this far, are you?
Fuck yeah, I am.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Let me get to
it. Yeah.
So it was I fully believe that they wanted to be selfish and they wanted to get Pops for cheap, which, I mean, whatever. I didn't feel like creating a Funko Facebook group because, like Chris said, I thought it would be a lot of work, which it is. Like, let me just tell you, it's a lot of work. So this person, we made a video.
Ryan Thomas, you're the best. Thank you. I like the little buttocks.
Peach, I think he's asking to see
showing
yours.
that buttocks.
By the way, we got a comment today asking, they said, make OnlyFans content. Just want to say that. So, not only are we giving you the most up-to-date Funko news, but we look good doing it.
If they want OnlyFans content of me, there's something really wrong with them.
No, there's something really right with them.
Hot dog.
They want to see those foot talons.
Ryan's in a hot dog now.
The peach and the hot dog. What's up?
A wiener and a butt.
I think it was him undercover talking about OnlyFans. Okay, so this person who used our motto to get cheap Funko Pops from the U.S.
Let's not say allegedly.
Allegedly.
You can't say that. That's too much. You're being too much.
No, I know that's their motive.
I don't think allegedly.
So, what are they going to do? Fucking sue me? I'm not even saying their name. I don't even remember their name. Like, that's how
I don't either. But anyway, what's your point?
Okay, my point is, like, maybe 6 months or a year after this whole thing was created, right? We posted a video. We've told this story before, and I'm going to tell you again. Posted a video about how stupid we thought the glitter Eeyore from Hot Topic was, the chase, because he's blue. Like, there's no reason for Eeyore to be blue.
Now, I can understand why they maybe got a little upset, because I said anybody who likes it is stupid or something. Like, but I was trying to be funny. Like, it was a comedy thing. Yeah. But I basically was like, if you like this, then you're an idiot. I mean, you're trash, right? If you like
something
this trash,
like
you're trash.
that,
but it was stupid, and I that kind of stuff I probably should have never said. But I used to make jokes like that all the time. But they took it to heart. And I feel, to this day, I sort of feel bad about that.
Well, don't feel bad for long. Because I just come across that person. See, this is how crazy things are. This was like 5 or 6 years ago, right? This person commented on Dis's post. Fuck the Gastlecast.
That's fine.
It's fine, but, like, that's how much people hate us. And it's so crazy to me.
Hold on. I think much has changed.
So crazy.
Much has changed in 5 years' time. Much has changed. So I don't know if you guys know, but I changed the Zordon Funko Pop.
Are you done with this?
Well, no, but I mean, like, if they hate us before, you might have changed your mind. Because we changed the Zordon Funko Pop. Is there a way to send them this picture of me holding this? to show them that things have changed and we're not the same a-holes we were. I mean, because we weren't a-holes then. We were trying to make a joke. But they took it very seriously.
So I'm going to pull a Kip. I think things are getting pretty serious.
So Heather has another... Where's the other certificate? Can we show that?
Yeah, I can find it.
So somebody the other night when we made our video, we showed this or we showed this, and then we said there's going to be another certificate where it says that I got the entire art team fired.
By the way, in case you missed the joke, no, this was not due to us, but it was a joke that we put in the very first video about the art team. Okay?
Right.
So, it's gone.
Didn't you print it?
No.
You didn't print
it? I did. It's in my work bag.
Can you go grab it, please?
Yeah, I'll go grab it.
I thought for a fact that you just decided never to print it, and you told me you did, and it was like a big lie. Don't ew. Ugh. Now she's spitting in the trash can, throwing up. Yeah. So now we have a certificate where we got the entire art team fired, but that's not true. None of it's true. But I will now. I don't know if I'll show that certificate all. I mean, this one's pretty good because we did get a Funko Pop changed. There is a seal on it. That's pretty rich. Certificate of acknowledgement presented to the Gastlecast for firing the Funko art team, 19 January 2023. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I guess you can't see it. You can. There we go. Yeah. So that's my new certificate. So that'll be in here, tucked away for future videos where we talked about that. Allegedly.
Allegedly. So someone in here just found us thanks to Dr. Applesauce. Huge fan. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for coming and giving us a chance. And thank you very much to Dr. Applesauce for being a team player.
So, yeah. Lots of things have changed over at Funko. And there was something I did want to discuss that we didn't discuss in a video, and it may show up in a future video because I'm pretty sure we'll have enough data to make a part 3. But I do want to make a point. In our first video, I had mentioned that corporate America, and maybe even yesterday's video, corporate America is it could be a pretty tough beast for a lot of people, and a lot of people commenting today said, "Well, who cares? That's what a corporation is, or who cares that these, this happens everywhere. This happens at Amazon. This happens at Walmart. Whatever, right? Corporate America is corporate America, and Funko is no different." Okay, so here's the point I wanted to make, if I can get it out. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well. I pulled my back out today, and I'm in a little bit of pain, so just bear with me. But the thought that I had, by the way, I'm so out of shape, and that's how I've ripped my back out. I literally used soap, and I was doing my shoulder with a loofah, and I pulled something. Don't ask. But the point I'm making, or the point I'm trying to make, is that corporate America, Amazon, we expect this from Amazon. And why do we expect this from Amazon? You hear all the horror stories, how they're killing the people that work for them. The other day, Heather and I saw a truck zip around the corner. It was an Amazon truck, zip around the corner. And I said to Heather, that's unbelievable that the Amazon driver is driving this way. He could have hit somebody or anything. Heather goes, they're in a time window. She's like, they need to get to their next destination. Otherwise, they're at risk of losing their jobs if they don't get things done in a proper time. It's like, oh my God, I didn't know that. And I don't know how, is that 100% true? I'm going to be lying here.
No, I've heard that from multiple
Point
places.
is that Amazon is a shitty company, and we all know it, but we buy everything from there every day. Funko began as a Funko family. And our friend Jason Swoboda has been in the Funko game for hundreds of years, since the very beginning. And he tells us about all the old school ways that Funko operated, how different it was than today, and so on and so forth. I have a shirt upstairs that was purchased at Funko that says Funko Family on it. So,
and just to be clear, Jason never talked about
Jason's not involved. No, Jason's not involved in this.
He's just.
I'm saying that Jason is an old school player.
Yes, yeah. So he's seen Funko from years and years ago.
So Funko and from the start, it was all about being Funko Family. That's sort of a tradition, maybe I would say, as a company. It just seems like everybody loves one another, gets along with each other, so on and so forth, from what I understand. Knowing that this happened at Funko and we're cutting off these big people and finding out that employees are petitioning because they're having issues at work and the work, what's the words? Work what?
I'm sorry, I'm not paying
Oh my
attention
God.
to you.
What was the problem? What were the artists saying?
Oh, so
workplace, what?
Okay, so they wanted safer working conditions.
Safer working conditions. So when stuff like that comes up, in your company inherently is known as a family. Why? Not inherently. You grow. Calling yourself a family. How could you have people being forced this mandatory overtime? Allegedly, we don't know all of this 100%. I mean, we hear bits and pieces. I don't want to go too far in too deep. But point is that if they're going to push the whole Funko family motto, sell the T-shirt, so on and so forth, I expect different from them. Although I shouldn't, because they're corporations, so don't beat me up. But I just say that I would expect different from them than I would from an Amazon. That's just the way that I'm looking at it. And yes, maybe I'm silly and stupid for thinking that way. All I'm saying is that that's how Amazon, we know they're a monster. Funko, it always felt like they were good folks. Boy, was I wrong. So last couple of days, finding out all these pieces of information, and oh my God, former Funko employees reaching out to us, and we read a lot of that off yesterday, just telling us, what happened to them and what they were seeing on the inside. One person, as we mentioned yesterday, they were noticing that Funko literally has to put their hands on everything and make everything. They have to, like, now they're getting into the little tiny Funko things. Now, there are some people who are really into them. I know you think they're cute and all, but there are so many issues that Funko, it feels like they're facing these days. Should they really be getting into that right now? Like, is that what we should be doing? Like, why not fix? Let's do this. Let's do this. In my opinion, my humble opinion, I think Funko should focus highly on how their NFT business is driven. We've noticed so many problems. And by the way, my back. Tomorrow, we're posting a video about Funko NFT. We found out something that's super, super, super screwed up. And we're going to discuss all of that. And we're going to give you the background. And somebody told us about it and shared screenshots and everything else. So we know all these things about the Funko NFT thing and how they're operating and how they're dealing with it. And it's so messed up. Like, this story is so messed up. And I wanted to put this out tonight. By the way, no new video tonight. I'm too tired. The last couple of days have worn me down like an old gnarled tooth. But tomorrow this video will come out. We are going to try, this is separate but same. We are going to start trying to post our videos earlier.
Yes.
That is one of our goals for 2023. We want to post them earlier. I know a lot of people like to watch them when they go to bed, but we were watching analytics today, or Heather, I'm sorry, was watching analytics or looking at analytics.
And I was talking to a wonderful friend of the channel who suggested that I look deeper into the analytics.
Right, because...
Guess who?
Who?
Dr. Applesauce.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, Dr. Applesauce.
He pays attention to a lot of his analytics.
Dude, yeah, he's a smart dude. He knows a lot. Over the years, we've never really gotten very close with fellow YouTubers. And it isn't because we don't want to. It's because Heather and I are sort of on our own track. And we just do what we want to do. And we don't focus at what anybody else does.
And on top of that, there have been, and, I'm not saying that this would happen, but there have been a lot of, scandals in the Funko world. And it's hard to,
know who to trust.
Yes,
yeah.
Because we have seen from a lot of YouTubers that, they'll get stabbed in the back by other people. As a matter of fact, it happened to Chris and I once, years and years ago.
Real quick, Robert Offley, thank you, and Cliff Demzik, thank you for the super chat.
Thank
you guys
you so
are so
much.
sweet.
I'm gonna get to those in a minute because Robert asked a question.
Sure.
And I want to read Cliff's comment. But that happened to us years ago. Not going to name any names, but if you watch us, you probably know what it is or who they are. But it's hard because you generally don't know these people in real life, and people are just weird. People do weird shit. You hear about all of these businesses going under and stuff, but then you hear from other people and they're like, I've never had a problem with them. I wonder what the hell is going on, blah, blah, blah. Like with the Nerdy Steez thing. Remember that story was going around a couple months ago.
We never even discussed that. I want to do that.
Didn't.
I want to talk about that. We haven't done it yet.
It's so hard to do. But hold on. Back to what I was saying, like, they were reputable.
This is going to drive me crazy.
Okay.
It's over top the back of the chair and your hair looked like...
Okay, they were reputable and then all of a sudden just fucking disappeared. Like, leaving a bunch of people with, like... But took people's money and ran.
Thank you, John McBride.
So it's hard to know who to trust. It's really, really hard. So that's also another reason why we've sort of stayed away from it. And not only that, but it's hard to line up our schedules. Like, we literally wake up, go to work, go to the gym, come home, record, Chris edits while I cook dinner, I might do a load of laundry or something, and then we go to bed. Like, that's literally our life. And if I'm really lucky, I might be able to play like a half-hour Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my god. Speaking of video games, I beat God of War this weekend. God of War Ragnarok. What a good game.
Good
Holy shit.
job.
But anyway, the point I was making is Dr. Applesauce, really appreciate him. Really great guy. Heather's our communications expert. She had mentioned previously, like, Chris works so hard and he does all the things. Well, Heather does a lot. I mean, Mischief Toys, obviously. But when it comes to Gastlecast, she does all of the talking to people, communicating with people. Truthfully, I talk to like maybe 2 people. Like I talk to Heather and then my friend Assam. And then I talk in like our group chats every once in a while. But not much. But I don't really talk to anybody. But Heather, holy shit. I'll hear her walking around the house. I hear a voice. It's like people are sending her voice recording. And she's like, ha, 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 walking around the house. I go, what is that? Oh, that's my friend Dakota. He just sent me this. And I'm like, oh, cool. I'm like, who's that? And then she's telling me who they are. They're like people who
know
like...
who he is.
No, but I know who he is.
You talk to him.
I know who he is, but I'm saying, not him. But I'm saying
okay.
other
Just
people.
in general.
You'll mention people. And I'm like, I don't know who that person is. They're like, oh, they're in the group. They watch your channel. No, this and that. I'm like, well, that's awesome. I have no idea what's going on. Like, all this information that usually comes back, like, Heather is out digging around and finding it. So I appreciate it. But let's get to Robert Offley's question, because we've left him hanging long enough.
Yes, Robert Offley, thank you again for the super chat. How bad were the working conditions? Not trying to be funny, was it like a sweatshop? So, apparently, like, the workload is just unmanageable. Like, they expect people to do so much work. And keep in mind that they found out that on average, the employees were making roughly $20,000 a year less than what the industry standard is for the artists. So that's pretty fucked up. And not only that, but they're forced to work mandatory overtime. And while I understand if you have a big project going on once in a while, like work some overtime, that's not a big deal. But when it's constant and your workload is like more than you can handle, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when you experience burnout. That's when you experience, like, well, with burnout,
you're not going to do your job as well.
No, definitely not. And on top of that, like, you know, it's just, you're not seeing your family and you're not seeing your friends because you're a slave to your job. And it's just not healthy.
No.
So, God, the reason that this is so upsetting, okay, and we hear all the time that, you know, corporate this and corporate that, and a lot of the commenters were like, well, all companies are doing it. All companies are letting people go. We're basically in a recession, blah, blah, blah. I fucking get that, but the fact of the matter is, like, these people were standing up for... Allegedly... for themselves and for their employees, and then it's like, nope, we don't want to hear it. See you later. Silence. Goodbye. And that's how it's handled.
I am very interested to see how things continue to move forward at Funko without the people that are now gone. Because one, Reese, holy shit. Talk about a master at his craft. A great mind at Funko, developed a lot of different series of figures, did a lot of really cool things. Totally going to miss that guy. But as we have mentioned, I think that folks like him, I think all of these guys, will end up landing on their feet and doing better than ever. You know what I really hope? I've been thinking about this hardcore.
What?
Okay, and I don't want anybody to take me the wrong way or get upset with me. It seems like Tiny Ghost has sort of gone almost like on a hiatus. You don't see much from them.
Yes, and okay, to be honest though, I noticed a lot of it after, or like right around, like, he went through some stuff. He recently got married, which is amazing, but I wonder if, and this is just me thinking out loud, I wonder if, like, he's got this new wife, and you know, I believe she might have children too, so he's like adapting to that, and like his Tiny Ghost business has sort of gone right. So that's just a thought.
Life is life, but what I'm saying, my point is that I was hoping that, or I'm hoping now that Reese can sort of focus a lot more of his attention on Tiny Ghost, because I want to see more Tiny Ghost. I want to see all the cool and dark things that they do. And I love Tiny Ghost. Tiny Ghost at one point in time was my main focus aside from Funko. Then we eventually got into Abominable Toys, so on and so forth. But Tiny Ghost was like my real first designer toy experience. And I miss all those great drops. I'm a part of the Paradorable Society. And quite frankly, if it weren't for folks like Reese and Connor from Abominable Toys, these guys, we did interview series with them. They were a direct inspiration into what we do today.
Yes.
Mike Becker, as an example as well, started Funko. I mean, these guys, in my opinion, are huge inspirations, and they're awesome. And another thing I do want to mention, and here I'm carrying on about how much I love Reese's work. By the way, a crossover a crossover with Ghastly and Tiny Ghost would be cool. Just throwing that out on the table. Maybe in the future. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I really, really, really do not want the folks at Funko to dislike or hate us. And when I say the folks, I'm not talking about the corporate people that are engineering the things that they're doing over there right now, but the people like Mike Becker. I love Mike Becker. I think he's great. We met him in New York Comic Con. He was awesome. Jokingly in the last video, I mentioned that glad we met him, because we probably would never get that opportunity ever again. But he's such a great guy, and I would love to have the opportunity to meet him again and talk to him. He was such a great guy.
Oh my gosh, yes. And the fact that he like
and Rob Schwartz too. Yeah. Rob Schwartz is great. My God, Rob Schwartz walked up to us and said, "Let's talk about it." That knocked me out of my goddamn shoes. And by the way, that is in the Making Mischief documentary that we made for our trip to New York Comic Con. If you have not watched that, I'm urging you to watch it, because we not only did we put a lot of work into it, but it's really a fun video.
It is.
Every once in a while, I'll go back and watch it.
It's really long though, so make sure you grab some popcorn.
It's not too long, but I got some praise from my grandma, my grandmother, my grandfather. My son's great grandparents, my grandparents.
You got some praise, but you also didn't edit that.
Yeah, so basically, she's like, it was like watching a TV show on TV, but I didn't like all the F words. So we got a little bonked up over the top the head because of that. But
Grandma got a little upset
about that, but that's okay, because that's, Grandma, I'm sorry, but I curse a lot. I don't mean to, but I do.
I hope you love us.
I'm a dirtbag, Grandma.
You think she still loves
us? My grandma?
Yeah.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I'm the apple of her eye.
What about me?
You're that weird girl you hooked up with. Yes, you are. The apple of my eye got with what? Ghastly and Dumpster Fire crossover. Oh my God, Isaiah, that would be fucking amazing. I love Dumpster Fire. Think about this: a dumpster fire with a little Ghastly sitting on top. The dumpster is actually the same colors as Ghastly.
What if the dumpster had a thumbnail of the Gastlecast, and that's the dumpster fire?
It's us. It's
because
our channels.
We're so cringe.
Yeah, right. Because our channels are cringe. My God, how many times are people going to say cringe? Is that the new fucking word?
It is. Cringe.
Cringe is people are. I don't even know if they're using it properly sometimes. I just see the word, and I'm not talking just about us, but like cringe is such a
Should I make us shirts that say cringe?
Most 90s comedies were cringe, if they're going to call us cringe, because our comedy is pretty like, I mean, it isn't like we're doing anything brand new. We're not bringing anything new to the table. It's comedy in our own way.
Yeah.
How are we so fucking cringe? It must be
I
me.
don't know.
It's got. I think when they say all this, they're talking about me.
No,
because they're always like, Heather's so hot, and I want to do things to her, and I'm like, okay, one, you're coming in.
We're married.
For one, you're coming in very hot right now. You need to slow down a little bit. This is a walk zone, not a run zone. And I think when they attack me, I think when they say these things, they're directly attacking me. And you know what I really think it is? Listen to this. Listen to this theory.
Okay.
Okay? Hold on to the table. I think you're going to hang on. I think that these people they attack us in such a way because they cannot believe that a guy that looks like me got you.
No, I think you're a very handsome person.
No, I know. I'm
listen,
really, like, when I was skinny, I was on point.
No, you're
like,
still on point.
I was the cock of the walk. That's what they used to call me. Or on a board, and hey, if I was on a boardwalk, they call me the cock of the boardwalk. So get that. That's pretty crazy, right? But now they're looking at me. I'm a little slobby now.
No,
I'm
you're
a little.
not.
What's the word I'm looking for? I'm a little slobbish. My shirts
you're
are a little
not.
tighter now. I got titties. Like my buttocks, none, zero. Somehow I lost the buttocks. I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared in my 20s. But fact is, I think they're jealous that I got you. That's what I think it is.
I don't think so. I think that people just don't understand our humor, which is fine. I don't agree with, like, people just going on random rants about how much they hate other. Like, I couldn't. Can you?
Sorry, Wayne Paris commented. He goes, if one of my employees says they're lit, fire emoji, I would send them to get a drug test. That's so good. I like that. Sorry, go ahead.
So what was I saying? What the fuck, Chris? Why do you do this all the time?
Rewind the video.
I can't imagine taking the time to comment about how much I hate someone's channel. You know what I mean? Like, I have no problem, like, accepting criticism. I think it's shitty. I think people are fucking assholes. But it just blows my mind that people take time out of their day to tell you how shitty you are. Like, we must be real shitty for people to, like,
you know what they say?
Go on these long rants.
Haters make us
Shitties?
famous.
Hold on.
Shitties?
Shitties wish they had titties.
Yeah, that's not going to go on a t-shirt.
They hate us.
That is not a bumper sticker.
They hate us because they
ain't us. No, you're right. I mean, the thing is it sucks that these people say these things. What am I saying? You're right. How you're not right? I was the one saying it. What I'm saying is that we can't focus on those people. I just wanted to bring it up here because this is the first time, like I said, this is the first time I've ever seen Dis like share a video by anybody, which I thought was pretty wild. Yeah, that was pretty cool. You know, because we turn to Dis trackers pretty much every video.
Oh yeah, we
use whatever he posts, the comments that are left on his stuff. I try to collect comments from other places, but not many other places get as many comments as he does.
By the way, really quick, I did want to bring this up and put this on the table. I think it was the first video about the artistic team. Excuse me.
What, are you going to throw up?
No, I had like a hiccup.
Oh my God.
So I don't burp. This is a really weird thing. I don't burp, but I get air.
You just throw up in your mouth.
No, I don't throw up. I get air that feels trapped, and it's almost like it wants to come out as a burp, but it's more like a hiccup. It's weird. That's the only way I can describe it. But anyway, in that first video, I believe it was, and I don't even know if you kept it in. I think you did. But I had mentioned that there are people, or maybe you mentioned that there are people that are like gonna take this news story and pretend like it's their own. I just want to make it very clear this was not about Dis or Funko finders because they don't do that. Like, they give people credit where credit's due. It was a completely different news source, and we didn't cite their name because fuck them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They do that all the time. They've specifically taken things that Chris and I have said within the last 6 months, like 4 times. Like, it's insane the amount of stuff that they take and they don't give us credit, which is fine. I mean, if it's on the internet, whatever, but it's nice to get credit where credit is due. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're a little baby channel and it's nice to get some recognition.
Absolutely.
I did want to discuss some things.
Well, real quick.
We haven't been paying much attention to
No,
the
you
chat.
can get that. Collect that. But I just want to say that somebody messaged me today, and they believe it's possible, based off of the newest video by Top Pops. It's looking more and more like he could be their new social media team.
Do we have to get into that right this second, or can you hold that thought? Because we're
No,
like
no,
way behind.
I was just saying it. I'm just putting it out there
Oh
in
yeah,
the world,
I know.
which I thought was very
Everybody's
interesting.
doing that. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute. Thoughts on the Teen Titan Go NFTs. This is from Julian P. You will find out in tomorrow's video what we think.
About what? The NFTs you said?
Are you fucking serious?
I was reading comments. I can't do two things at once.
I
What
know
did
you
say?
can't, so pay attention to me and what's going on.
I'm
in the
reading
now.
comments.
Please,
It's very
I'm reading them now, and I'll get to those in a minute when we're not so
I
backed
don't like
up.
this tone.
Yes, the Teen Titan NFTs. Isaiah also mentioned that he wants to start a YouTube channel, but he's too lazy to do it. Isaiah, if you're opening boxes at home by yourself, just put a freaking camera in front of yourself and start a channel. It's so much fun.
Oh my God. Are you being serious?
Yeah.
It's so much fun. You're the biggest complainer I met about our channel ever. You complain so much about it. It's not fun.
It's not fun. Don't do it every day. It's not fun when you do it every day.
Oh my God. What? What else?
Heather's hot tiny hands, said Travis Spalding.
Hot tiny hands.
Star Rosas, thank you. We love you. She said, I love you both unconditionally. Thanks for always keeping it real.
Of course.
We love you, Star. What's your favorite Ghost song? Mine is Cerise. I love Cerise.
Oh, probably Ritual.
Yes, I know you love that song.
Yeah.
And don't you like the Monstrance Clock?
Yeah, I like that one as well.
I like their first album a lot.
First and second albums are my favorite.
Yes.
The rest are okay.
I also like the third.
The third one, Cerise, is very good on that third album. But yeah, I like Ghost a lot. But man, let me tell you something. The fucking doors got knocked off me the other day. Villavallo from him released his very first solo album, and this thing is amazing. I highly recommend, if you like him or gothy sort of rock, you will love it. What are you grabbing my hand for?
Something huge just came to our email. Another person from Funko. Hey, so I'm not going to read the whole thing. I don't know exactly what it's about. There's some links. Hey, Gastlecast, first and foremost, the artists at Funko sincerely appreciate your coverage. The support we felt from you and the Funko fans has meant so much to us. Wow. I think that we should...
What the fuck?
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, this will probably be another video.
Oh my God.
This is a very well thought out.
Oh my God.
We saw this, but we didn't want to cover it because we didn't want to get in the weeds.
And we're not blocking you guys out of this or anything. I don't want you to take us the wrong way. It's just there's a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna
I
have
can't
to
even. I
dig
can't
through
even
this.
like. I can't even like. We got to figure this out. I'm not entirely sure.
Wow.
But listen, when we're receiving messages from somebody saying that the entire art team at Funko is thankful for our content, this is a way. This is. I would love to like snapshot that, post it on Instagram, and say "fuck you, haters." Because those people are saying all sorts of shit. You know what? One thing that really bothered me?
Does it grind your gears, Peter?
One thing that really bothered me is that people are like, get to the point already. Get to the point already. Do you understand that we have to put together a video and there has to be entertainment in it? I'm not just going to get in front of the camera and just spout out all 3 bullet points and then say, we'll see you next time.
Yeah, we're on YouTube, not TikTok.
That isn't how
dumbasses.
this works. YouTube... we make content. I want to include some sort of humor. I want to include who we are in the video. I don't want to be just some, necktie wearing asshole from like a news anchor. I don't want to be that. I want to be Gastlecast.
I do like when you wear a tie, though.
But there were good videos, and the jokes that we made were like, one person got mad at me because I said something about my poop, and that I know. somebody said something about me saying I had a 3-liter poop or something. That was all for jokes. Like, I say all these things because that's who we are. Like, what? I don't understand people. I really don't.
They don't understand us. That's the thing.
They don't understand reality. If they're watching a YouTube video and they're like, well, they should just get to the point and say everything right now in 2 seconds. What? Go make YouTube content. You make something that's interesting for people, and then you get back and tell me how it comes out in the end. Because at this point, ladies and gentlemen, we're not just the Gastlecast anymore. The Gastlecast has become like a real business for us. This is a part-time job for Heather and I. This is a business.
This ain't part-time for you. You work probably on Gastlecast just as much as you work your regular job.
I'm like really close to I'm really close. Like, I'm in my career now. I don't know how much longer I want to be in my career because I want to get into this and Mischief Toys full time. That's what I really want to do. I love my job, and I most likely will be in my job forever until I retire. But frankly, it's my dream to be able to do those things full time all the time. And if I could, I was going to say the content would be better, but I don't think it would. I think it would be exactly the same. I would be fitter because I'd have more time to go to the gym. I have that. That'd be nice. But the point is that you can't sit back and be pissed off because I'm not giving you the information and data that you want right when you want it. That's what the fast forward button is. Dink around with the fast forward and figure out where the information is. Or just watch the video and enjoy it. That's why we're making it. Or just don't watch it at all. That's what I'm saying. Bang. Sorry. That's been bothering me so much. Because we put so much thought into this shit, man.
Okay.
But isn't it frustrating?
Listen,
like, isn't it frustrating? It's just frustrating. Like, they can call me stupid and cringe and all this stuff. But the video is too long. I have watched videos I've watched videos where people are unboxing Funko Pops. And they have good amount of views. And these are YouTubers that get good views and they have a lot of subs. Where they're ripping the box open and you're watching every layer of it come off as they, like, talk under their breath. And open things.
I know.
Right? I'm not saying that that's wrong or bad. But if you're able to sit through that, then you can sit through me telling you that I got a 3-liter poop.
Okay.
That's my point.
Seriously.
I changed Jordan, motherfuckers! How about that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
They're all smoking something, I'll tell you that.
We should get a picture of me like I graduated and I'm holding my Zordon certificate. Wouldn't that be amazing?
That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god, we totally need to get that picture. All right, sorry. Now I'm going to go pee-pee.
One thing.
Hit the like button, by the way.
One thing that people say a lot is that we overuse jokes, but like...
Allegedly.
No, that's for real.
We overuse jokes?
Oh yeah, Huckleberry Hound, anime. Now, like, your
Trash.
Zordon thing is going to be like the new anime.
How do you have...
It's my favorite.
Listen to me. If you watch TV show, okay? When Steve Urkel comes into frame on Family Matters...
Did I know that?
When you see Stephanie on Full House...
What was her catchphrase? I know Michelle was, you got it.
Okay, Michelle. You turn on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Cowabunga.
I forgot about that. I was going to say, I want some pizza.
Simpsons. Eat my shorts. You turn on Transformers. More than me. I don't think they say that. Autobots roll out. They all say things in all these shows.
You know who else says roll out? Ludacris.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yep.
So if we're gonna have content, we gotta make things funny.
Talk about overplayed.
And when you come back,
no, shh. Transformers did it, then Ludacris. That is a long ass joke.
So yeah, but when you come back, it's always nice to feel like a little bit of like the same. Like you wouldn't want every video to be entirely different from the first to second to third, so on and so forth. It's nice to have a little something in there that you're, oh yeah, this is when he says trash. Right?
Yeah, it feels like...
Am I crazy? Have I lost my mind?
You are crazy. You have lost your mind.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I'm going to get back to the comments. Shadow4 said, Chris, stop being hard on yourself. You're very attractive.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, but also, we're married, so... Like... Back off a little bit. Don't forget about them sweet Lunchables nips from Quick Draw McGraw.
That's right.
Chris, you got no butt, neither do I. Embrace the no ass.
Thank
Travis
you.
Said. Travis, just so you know, don't you gotta go pee?
Yeah, I do, but I was waiting to hear what you were about to say about my buttocks.
So you know, Travis, he can embrace his no butt, but it's really hard for me to, because every time he stands up, literally like half of his butt is showing. I'm not even like joking. Like about 4 inches of his butt crack is always
When I
out.
stand up, my pants come off. Like I'm nude.
Like even if he has a belt on.
I Donald Duck it every time I stand up. Well, I'm about to stand up right now, and I'm going to make sure these puppies don't come off. So here we go.
Cliff said, some people only live to criticize people having success.
Yes.
That is true.
That is 100% true. Some people, you know, that's it's almost like you're getting paid for it. Maybe
Dr. Applesauce said, haters hate, doers create.
Hey!
Irish Patty, love your videos and love your sense of humor. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, Dr. Applesauce didn't realize he's logged into his Pokemon channel. Isaiah said, just remember everybody, it's not the size of the pop that matters, it's how you use it. David Ruse said, if I have a personal issue with the YouTube channel, I unsubscribe and ignore any notifications. Not that hard, really. Thank you, David. Let's see. Hold on, I'm sorry. I have a really hard time reading and talking at the same time. They are definitely a married, happy couple. If you guys didn't talk, you're in trouble. Sorry for going off topic, but congrats on getting to 14K subs. So happy for you too. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Anna. Let's see. Do y'all know of any larger news outlets that might start reporting on this issue at Funko? I don't know. And the reason being is, like, a lot of this stuff doesn't surprise anybody anymore. Like, people just chalk it up to corporate greed. But, like, the reason I'm so upset about this, like, Chris and I do talk shit about Funko and, like, some of the decisions they make, like, poor customer service and, what else do they do? Oh, they make Carnage, Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage Funko Pops. Those were fucking garbage. They changed the Diamond Edition Wednesday to metallic, and people had already pre-ordered it as Diamond Edition. Like, that was shitty. Like, we do talk bad about Funko quite often.
Well,
However,
hold
on. Criticism makes companies grow stronger. So with that being said, if we didn't care about Funko, we wouldn't be so critical. Like, we want to see positive changes at Funko. And we vent about it, and we say things that a lot of people are thinking, and we say things that maybe a lot of people don't agree with.
Maybe that's what all the haters are doing. They're just trying to make us stronger with their criticism.
Maybe.
You ever think of that? We should think about this whole thing the other way.
Criticism isn't fuck the Gastlecast. That's not criticism. That's you being a fucking dick.
Yeah.
So let's be real.
That's actually a very good point, yeah.
So with that being said, like, the reason that Chris and I were so upset to hear this is, one, we've been collecting almost a full decade. And we, you know, not nearly as long as a lot of other Funko collectors, but we fell in love with it. We fell in love with not just the pops, but the community. And the reason that we are still collecting to this day is because of the community. And of course we love the products they put out for the most part, with the exception of the itty bitty pops or whatever. And for me, it's rock candy. I fucking hated that line. But Funko is one of those companies that started out really small, like most companies do. And there was a family feeling. And then, of course, things change, companies grow. But to hear that this news came out of Funko, where, you know, they want better working conditions and then people are fired because of it, like, I didn't expect that. And it's so shitty. It's, we want to make money and we want you to shut up, basically. And I just don't, I feel like Funko Funko has like completely lost their minds. Like they don't realize that the
It's
people
not losing their minds, they got greedy.
Yeah, the people that they fired are people who literally helped to build them. Like these are people who have been there for years and years and years since Funko was like this big. And you know, it's like they're not appreciated enough to be kept. Like if I were Funko, I would do anything to keep their talent. And it's not right. If you have good employees, you take care of them. You don't just say, I don't care if you want to raise. Fuck you. Get back to work. You don't do that. You want to build a team that...
You want to build morale.
Yes.
You want to have a cohesive team, a hardworking team, and to have that, you got to do... It has to be a positive workplace.
Yes.
The environment sounds fucked up.
You have to treat them right, because if you don't treat them right, then they're going to leave.
Exactly.
And we all know that they have great artists. And by the way, another comment that I was seeing is, oh, well, Funko probably realized that they're doing too many Deadpools and too many Batmans and too many Darth Vaders. Let me tell you something. The artists have no control over that, okay? They have control over what certain things look like. And even then, the licensors, okay, your Marvels and DCs and whoever else is, you know, in control of these licenses, they have a say in what the artists are doing. So the artists are basically, you know, doing what they think, and then they turn it in for approval, and then the licensors make them make changes. Licensors are the ones that request what they're doing. So not only is Funko like reusing molds because of course it's cheaper to reuse a mold, right? You get a mold done. It's very, very expensive to create a mold. But you get the most out of it by creating your diamond editions and different colorways and glow and stuff like that, which is great. I mean, if you miss out on a glitter one, well, that's okay. The glow's coming out next week. No big deal. So while a lot of people are tired of seeing these characters done over and over and over again, keep in mind that it's not the artists that are making these decisions that say, oh well, let's just
you're talking about people
put glitter on it.
You're talking about people who just don't understand.
Yeah.
They don't understand any of it. I don't know. When I read the comments, I realize who I'm dealing with, and then that's why I don't get so upset. My Shell 630, or is it Miss Shell?
I think
hey guys, watching you guys on my TV, but wanted to get on my phone and say hi. By the way, Chris, Jason, and I met you on New York Comic Con, and you were not fat. Thank you very much. That is so sweet.
So sweet.
She is sweet.
Her.
And then Ink, where's he at? Ink of Fett said, so is this Mischief Toys company bringing in a new art team from Funko? Is that the big things happening this year? LOL, just kidding. No, unfortunately, I don't think we have the money to do that. However, we do have a new figure from Mischief Toys coming up very, very soon. Yes. Do we want to state when that date when it'll be? And then we're not going to announce the figure, but we can say at least the date to look out for it, because we're going to post up information soon. I think it's around the corner, baby.
I think we can announce that in a different way, but I think we can give a time frame. Early February, look out for a new figure from Mischief Toys.
Yep, within the first couple weeks, we'll have a new Ghastly, and we have it, and he's awesome, and we're so excited.
You're going to love him, I promise.
While I'm on the topic of Mischief Toys, head over to mischieftoys.com. We actually have a pre-order for hoodies over there. People were begging for these hoodies, and we finally are working to get them completed, but we need to do pre-orders on it because these things are not cheap. It's a crazy situation with these hoodies. We could not find them cheap anywhere. We're barely making any profit off of them, but we just want to deliver to the folks who want the hoodies. And I know I'm going to be ordering one as well, because I'm really excited about it. I love hoodies. As you see, I wear them pretty much every single day. So I'm excited from Mischief Toys hoodie. So head over to mischieftoys.com and get yourself a hoodie. Hey guys, real quick, I want to say I've been having a hard time with mental stuff lately, and your videos and other people in the community's videos has helped me a lot. So thank you so much. Oh, HW Productions.
Thank you.
We're so happy to be here for you in ways that we don't even realize that we're here for you. that makes us happy to hear and read that. So we thank you for reaching out and filling us in on that.
Look up.
Okay.
Kelsey, by the way, sent you an email, read the Funko changes and some insight. Also wanted to pop in and say thank you for breaking the news. You're hitting the nail on the head here, Heather. Thank you, Kelsey. I think that it may have been you who just sent us that email. I'm not going to say the name on here out loud, but we looked at it and holy crap.
So that's going to be a
Thank
video
you.
that we release this week. Most likely it'll be Tuesday's video. This is going to be part 3 of our Funko, what the F is going on coverage. We're trying to put out as much as we possibly can. They have shared so much data that it's going to take me a couple days to sort of get through it and figure out the trajectory of the video. But most likely we're just going to be sharing from their words. It's not our words, it's theirs, and then us regurgitating it and giving our thoughts on it.
And again, it's not like, you know, we're doing something shady. We're literally saying things because the people involved can't.
Yes.
And it makes me so sad. Like, okay, for example, if I'm having an issue at work, I know for a fact I can go and talk to my boss and say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. What can we do about it? And we would come up with a solution. Over at Funko, I would be terrified to say a word.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
I mean, it's scary.
I mean, now you're losing your job if you speak up. I mean, that's allegedly. That's really wrong. I hope that is not true. I mean, we're hearing this from a lot of sources. I wish and hope that's not true. Right. Darth Chopper, thank you for the super chat. Sad for all the Funko fans and staff. Let's talk about hashtag dumper pumping to cheer everyone up. Laugh emoji. Hashtag save my dumper. Hashtag pre-order D's. Hashtag fart and burp simultaneously.
That's hilarious.
I have no idea. What is dumper pumping?
Listen, okay, we need a definition of dumper pumper, but I also need to know who you are because I feel like I know you. Like, that is some shit that, like, we gotta know who that person is. That's hilarious.
Kathleen, that's why this topic gets me so upset because I'm a grown-up, but I love Pops and I love them being collectibles and being special and unique. I want them to go back to who they originally, or who they really are. Who they really are and who, when you say really, I think we're seeing the corporate giant. The original voice of the Funko family, I think, is now gone. I don't think we'll ever see it again. I think it's over. I think Funko wants to get into, somebody had mentioned it earlier in the chat, so forgive me for not being able to call out your name, but if you did, you can comment it here. Somebody mentioned that they're trying to become like a Hasbro or a large company like that. And that's on point. I mean, they're making games. They're making little figures. They do action figures. They pretty much do it all nowadays. And it seems like they're constantly trying to find new ways and new ways to take our money from us. And the newest one is with these little bitty things. And I personally do not like them.
They're going to be getting my money, let me just tell ya.
We'll see what happens.
At least for one. I want to see what they're about.
Yeah. Inkafed, West Coast Ghastly for SDCC would be awesome. Would love to meet you guys. I'm sure a lot of people from the West Coast would agree. West Coast Gastlecast, baby. Yeah, so we were going to go, and it didn't work out. So we're not going to be at SDCC this year. However, we will have an SDC exclusive. This exclusive is a brand new mold. It is a brand new idea, a brand new concoction. It's Ghastly in a way you've never seen him. He is so freaking cool. Excited for to share all of this. And I just want to remind people, we share all of the Mischief Toy stuff first with our patrons on Patreon. So if you want to be the first in the know, the first to see photos, head over to patreon.com/Gastlecast. And you'll learn literally everything there. We have a monthly call via Zoom where we discuss all things Gastlecast, all things Mischief Toys, all things. It's fun. Oh.
Our friend Tony is Dumper Pumper.
Oh,
Tony,
nice.
Tell us what Dumper Pumper means. I gotta know. I think I can guess, but I gotta know.
Definitely want to do a West Coast meetup, 100%. And when we get out there, it's not if, when we get out there, we will go to SDCC and have a booth. And then we will also have a meetup one of those nights that we were there. I am so excited to do that again. We did it in New York Comic Con. You'll see bits and pieces of that in our documentary called Making Mischief. We had such a freaking blast.
We did. It was so much fun, and I hope that... Okay, so first of all, it isn't confirmed if we're going to NYCC. Man, let me tell you something. The people over at New York Comic Con, I heard some horror stories last year about like how hard it is to contact them. And my guess, this is just a guess, because I don't want to shit all over them. My guess is that they put together so many cons that they just can't handle it. Like, they need to hire people who can answer shit. So... I haven't heard a word. I followed up with NYCC. I think I applied for a booth like 2 or 3 times. Haven't heard anything back. And I've also followed up 2 or 3 times and haven't heard anything back, like through email. So we're hoping to be at NYCC. I feel like we could get there one way or another. However, it's just impossible to get in touch with these people. I'm going to send another follow-up tomorrow, in hopes that I can get an answer like, hey, when are you letting people know? Because realistically, we have to get shit made if we want to take it to New York again, and we need to figure out logistics. The way that we did it this past year, I think will have to be done in a different way. It was really hard to get our stuff there, and I felt really bad because our friend Nick helped us, and he's in our documentary too. He is one of our best friends in the whole world. He is the kindest person you will ever meet. And he took the day off to, not expecting anything, to drive a trailer full of Gastleys to New York in the rain and help us load them into our apartment. I mean, he was a rock star. And of course we took care of him, but he didn't want anything in return. Yeah. Besides gas and toll money.
Great friend. Those are the type of friends that you need in your life. Gretch Zeppelin, is Gastlecast offering any internships? Maybe in the future. It would be fun to work with some other folks. I think that would be cool.
Clarissa, we missed you at last week's Patreon. I'm so sorry you had to miss it.
Brian315 said Funko characters printed on grains of salt coming in 2024. Microscope sold separately.
Do you remember those little
pint size
necklaces?
Oh, the necklaces. Oh,
with the grain of salt with your name in it. That's what Funko is going to be doing.
Isaiah says, Ghastly goes to West Coast Customs to pimp his ride. Cliff says, at my age, can't do the bitty pops. Need the larger, easy to read pops. That's right, Cliff.
So true. Okay,
yes,
so Cliff,
Thank you for the super chat, buddy.
You are wonderful, and you are so young. You still collect Funko, and you are a child at heart. So please don't take this the wrong way. And by the way, my dad is very young.
Cliff, she says all the same things to me, but then calls me old in the next sentence. So don't take anything she says seriously.
My dad, I showed him our newest Ghastly today that we're going to be releasing next month. And he had to go like this. And he's squinting and like looking at it. It was so funny.
G-Boats Collects. By the way, you guys need to go and check out G-Boats Collects YouTube channel. He has a great YouTube channel. It isn't shared enough. Like he does great content. I watch a lot of his videos, and you need to go watch him. You need to go and subscribe to him. I don't see many people talking about him, but we should. We should be talking about him. Come north to Fan Expo Canada in Toronto. Reese did a Canadian Tiny Ghost. We now need a Canadian Ghastly. 100%. Would love to do that, and that is something I would love to do one day.
Could you imagine Ghastly with a tiny little maple leaf?
Ghastly, eh? It's been tough for a lot of fanatics to watch this happen. Yes, Jason, 100%. We have grown to know and care about.
To so many people.
To so many people we have grown to know and care about. We bought into the Funko family story and believe. Very sad.
It is. Yeah. It really is.
Ghastly and OC collab.
What's that? Am I crazy?
I might be.
I know I am. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure.
David Roos. OC. I'm.
Cliff, maybe Funko will include a little magnifying glass for us older people so we can actually see those little bitty pops.
Right. Oh, Dragon Con would be great.
It's so much sexier and sweatier. Dragon Con would be cool. However, DH, please let me know the details of that because I can't do heights. When we went into at least the one hotel that you know that we went to, where Loki was filmed, where the TVA was at, I forget what it was called. Just looking up made me freak out. Like, is it on the upper floors or is it lower down?
Orange County Customs. That's who they're talking about.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's so funny. Sorry, I'm a big dummy.
That's funny.
I had a feeling maybe in the back of my mind, maybe that's what we're talking about. But thank you for letting me know for sure.
That Chris is stupid. And me. I didn't know it, but I'd rather blame Chris.
Travis Spalding is on point. Why only 2 likes? Push the button. Quit being ass turds.
Hold on. Ass turds.
How many likes are there here? Are we missing likes or what? What's going on?
But listen, there are more than 2 likes. So when you open the Funko app, it like...
Funko app? YouTube app.
YouTube app. Sorry. Funko app. What am I talking about?
You're drunk, Heather.
The YouTube app. Like, for example, when I just exited out, there were 57 likes. There's 107 likes on this video right now. So
107.
Yeah. So with that being said, the YouTube app doesn't, unless you close it out completely, it doesn't update. It's so annoying. Dragon Con is in several different buildings, but nothing super high up. Well, that's a possibility then.
Hold on.
Is it wrong that when I first saw the Bitty Pops, I wondered how many Chris could fit in his mouth? Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know if it's wrong, but it's a little weird. Could you imagine playing Fluffy Bunny with Bitty Pops? Do you remember that?
Yeah, but I think we're getting another Funko person.
Interesting. Wow.
I think we might have another person. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yep. It looks like we have another artist reaching out to us on Insta.
Let me say that person is very attractive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully, it's really nice hearing from a lot of these folks. I mean, I want to hear from them directly. I like to hear what's going on, what their thoughts are. Wow,
Yeah.
who knew that this is going to like? So the other night we were sort of sitting here. I told this story, I think, in one of the videos, but I'm going to retell it. I was sitting here editing a video, and Heather runs in with one of our friends via video chat, and we're talking to this person, and they're telling us all the things that are going on, and I thought that he and Heather were screwing with me. I thought you guys were playing a game on me or something, playing a trick.
What?
Playing a trick the other night when you came in with that video, with the chat, the live video chat with our friend.
Oh yeah, no.
I thought it was a joke because they were naming off all these people who were affected. And I'm like, what? So back when we were talking about this, I thought maybe the next day we'd wake up and it would be like everywhere or even maybe on the news because of how crazy this story really is. I didn't know where it would go. But now we're hearing from all these, artists and stuff. It's really amazing. And I'm glad we did this. I really am. I'm glad we could get this out on the table and people now know.
And just so you know, when we talk about like Funko employees reaching out to us and being grateful for that, we don't say it to like pat ourselves on the back. We say it because we're in disbelief. And we also say it because, like, I'm not gonna lie, when we post videos like that, I get so nervous that we're gonna receive some sort of backlash. Like, fuck you guys for reporting on this. You're talking about people's jobs and stuff. We got that a little bit with our social media video from a few places, which I understand because we did make some pretty tasteless jokes about Funko hiring us. But in our defense, like...
No, but that was never
No.
that
Listen,
was a joke.
Listen. It was a joke, number one, because Funko will never in a million years hire us. But
we don't want to work for Funko.
We don't want to work for them. But also, like... The social media team thing was pure speculation. Like, we are 100%, like, sad and upset for those people who were let go. Like, we don't think that was deserved. And I've said it a million times. We did complain about the content being a bit boring, but honestly, I really chalk it up to them working for Funko. Like,
I don't think it was their right. It
It
wasn't their fault. You can only work with what is given to you.
Yes, and if you're given all of these rules, it's hard to be excited when in your mind you're worried about, am I saying the right thing?
You know, the very interesting thing is that Funko is here. You can read it because you're better at that than I am. Funko is they try to act as if they're a kid, like company for almost like kids or something, like children, when the main focus of their company are adults. So my thing in that video was, why doesn't Funko come up with some sort of way to speak to us adults instead of talking to a wide general audience full of children? Most children are not standing in line at Hot Topic to get the newest Funko Pop. So I'm not saying to completely remove that out of Funko or out of their repertoire. What I'm saying is that Funko should generate something that is about the adult collectors, make it funny, make it like a little risque. You right? So
Jay from the NFT line.
But seriously, make it where it's directed more towards the adult collector, because that's their bread and butter in reality.
Dick in a box.
Not many children are going to the store and picking up a Funko Pop over an action figure. I know my son doesn't. When we go, if there were a Darth Vader Funko Pop and a Darth Vader Black Series Hasbro figure, he's picking that Black Series Darth Vader, 100%. So I think that is something that really, that they need to work on that, because it sort of just comes off as, I don't know, the whole kid thing is just weird sometimes to me.
It is.
Because we're all adults really. Like in our collector group, most people, the people who are there are adults. Like, do we have any kids? I know kids watch some of the, like, Top Pops obviously has like a kid-friendly audience.
Yes.
But our direction is not kid-friendly, and right? So, but
Not
the people, I've never had a kid, well, we had a kid show up once, a couple of kids, but throughout the years of us doing this, mainly adults. So let's figure out how to talk to the adults. Mikey O, Chris, do you and Heather think this is the beginning of the end for Funko collecting? Answer to that is no. So I believe, from what we heard and what we understand, is that Funko is, there's, again, this is all coming from sources on the inside, okay? So if this happens or if it doesn't, this is just what we understand it and how we understand it. Apparently, they want to go back to limiting things a bit more like they used to. If that's true, that's really great. I think that if this news sort of never came up and kind of went under the bridge and we didn't learn about it, things right now at least would be much different. It would just be, oh, Funko doing Funko stupid things again with the biddies, right? We wouldn't be talking about how, allegedly the things that they're doing in the workplace. So I think that Funko sticks around. I think that Funko makes a lot of money. There's a lot of fans out there, people who are buying these things, me included. I'm pre-ordering stuff left and right. When the new pre-orders went up the other day for Funko Fair, I think that they're not going to go anywhere, but will they have some people maybe turn their backs? I think that's a possibility for sure.
I think a lot of people already have. I think like,
but they're not going anywhere. This isn't going to topple them over or anything.
No, I don't think so either. But I think a lot of the collectors are seeing the direction they're going with the less limited pieces, and they're only giving you limited pieces if you buy their Loungefly bags or whatever. Which, by the way, as soon as Funko bought out Loungefly, like, or things became a bit more mainstream and they started like promoting them more and everything, the Loungefly pieces are less and less exclusive.
Yeah.
And limited. Like, I think that the collectability aspect is going down the drain when it comes to limited pieces, because the reason, a big part of the reason that people collect, even if you don't want to admit it, is because of value. Like, we all know it is exciting as hell to see that pop you picked up for $10 2 years ago become $110. It's just fun to see. And a lot of people, of course, resell and everything.
It's exciting. It's an exciting part of the collectability of the things.
And
no matter what way you cut it.
Every collector that I've talked to, like, when you get a chase in the mail, or you find a chase in the wild, it is such a cool feeling because you got that rarer piece.
Sure.
If you go online and Funko posts a 2,000 count pop and you are one of the lucky ones to get it, you are so fucking excited. Oh my god, guess what I got, bitches? If you missed out, you're too slow. Sorry about it.
You're so obnoxious.
No, those people are. But it is so much fun. And I see the excitement being taken away from it. Like, even the Fright Night online boxes, 10,000 pieces on those pops.
I know. So, well, look at the numbers on the pops that we were getting at Fright Night. They were high number. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, they were very
when you go to an event that Funko puts on, you expect some low counts. We're getting 1,000 pieces and stuff.
Yes.
I don't know. That was so annoying. True Dino. Didn't they do the outside ECCC event last year? Yes, they did. Yes. FunCon. So
and
that was last year.
I want to say this will be the third year. It's either the second or third year that Funko is doing an event out of ECCC. And I want to put this in a video, so I don't want to say too much. But I don't know if like something happened with Funko and ECCC, or maybe they weren't doing as much sales as they thought they would, or like ECCC doesn't want to cater to Funko anymore, and Funko decided to have their own space. Or maybe they said, you know what? Instead of purchasing a large booth from these people and spending money on that, why don't we just
throw our own? This person refers to Brian Mariotti as Darth Mariotti.
Okay, save it. Okay? Thank you very, very much.
Are you
done? They are actively watching.
Are you good?
I guess. Okay. I mean, you completely take me off the rails.
Because you just go and go and go. I don't think it's ever going to end.
The first like 20 minutes you were talking. So let me fucking.
All right, what's your point? Go ahead. What's your point?
I don't have a point anymore. I think that there's a weird thing with ECCC and Funko now, because it's been at least 2 years, if not going on 3. Mm-hmm. That they have not been at ECCC.
Yeah, something feels wrong about all that, right?
Yeah, it's very
Something's
weird.
Not right.
Julian, thoughts on the new NFTs?
Hold on, let me get to Mike Rogers.
Wait, we will tell you all of that tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned and watch tomorrow's video.
So I was trying to add to your original point, but you went into the FunCon thing. Okay. So Mike Rogers says, the thing about NFTs is that you know exactly how many pops are sold before they make them.
Yes.
And I find that to be, that's not only is it interesting, but it's great. That part is something I love about Funko NFTs.
Yes.
And I wish that we could get more of that in the realm of Funko. They sort of used to be super limited, but they sort of fell off.
Yeah.
Of all that, in my opinion.
It's weird. I just don't understand Funko's direction, and I could go on.
Well, but because Funko is a huge corporation, they want to sell a lot. So if they're going to make a mold, they want to sell thousands and thousands of them.
And that's
they're not focused on their original community of collectors, right?
So
they lost touch with that.
There is a difference between, like, there needs to be a healthy balance of your commons and your exclusive pops. And realistically, exclusives, in my opinion, have turned into commons with a sticker on them. Because, Hot Topic, you continuously get runs of them. And it's like they stay up forever. Box Lunch, Target, you find them forever. They seem almost unlimited. I feel like pops need to be like commons, exclusives, and or chases. Con exclusives, lower counts, and then like limited
Well, exclusives are typically not vaulted either, which is why they can always bring them back to life, and that's a huge issue.
For example, the battle damaged, was it Deku?
Yes.
Yeah.
One point I wanted to bring up real quick is that this is the first time this has ever happened right here on a live on the channel. Our friends, Dr. Applesauce and Asim is here together. And the reason why I always call Asim, you might hear that. That's sort of like a joke that maybe is only known by like a few of us until right now. His name is Asim, but Dr. Applesauce was talking to Asim over like Messenger, and he thought that his name was Asim. And I thought that was so funny, I now refer to him as Asim.
Yes, it's my favorite thing.
But it's sort of disrespectful because his real name is Asim. Yeah. And I love my Asim.
Yeah. And we're not calling Dr. Applesauce disrespectful. We mispronounce shit all the time.
No, I'm saying I'm disrespectful because I know, but I'm just saying it's funny.
I think Asim knows that the three of us are best bitches.
Yeah, we have the keychains to prove it.
We have the keychains to prove it.
That's right, 100%.
Watching y'all live while on the treadmill, IR Kong. You know, I
That's
respect
awesome.
that.
I respect
You're
that,
doing
too.
good shit for yourself, buddy. Keep it up. That's good work. You know what? I should be on the treadmill a little bit.
David Ruse, don't you think the sticker on the NFT should represent the actual number?
Yes,
you know what?
and
Yes.
no.
Yeah, I do. I believe that it should, because in the future it can be very confusing as to how many there really are out in the world.
Yes, but here's the thing, though. I think that Funko sends the artwork over to the factory, and I think that they begin manufacturing things before they have the count. However, I feel like there should be a way for them to say, you know what, this many are redeemed. Okay, I don't know if we can say that.
No, I mean not now.
Yeah, but that's good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, okay. So what I think Funko should do, even if they're getting the NFT pops like made and stickered over there or whatever, they really need to create a sticker that does reflect that, like Chris said, to avoid confusion. Logistically, I feel like it would be hard for Funko, but if we can do it, Funko can do it. Like, we literally, for our Blacklight Ghastly that we just sold, we didn't have an exact count immediately because we wanted to make sure, like, we count our figures to make sure that we're not sending out ridiculously damaged boxes.
Right.
So before we set a true number, we like to count and just see how many came damaged, see how many came undamaged, and then base our numbers off of that. Luckily, we didn't have very many damage, so that was great.
Yeah.
So we did have the 385 count. But with that being said, we literally put in an order for stickers less than a week before we sold the figures. And we got them on Friday, and I think we sold them on Monday or Tuesday. We sold them on Monday.
Right.
So if we can do it, like,
yeah,
Funko can do it.
The sale literally was held up because we had to wait for the stickers for a couple days.
Yeah.
Chef Yo Boy says, Mischief Toys collaboration with Kipto or 1000 would be fire emoji, fire. There's a lot of fire emojis. Check them out, Chris and Heather. Can you screenshot that?
I already did.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Thank you. Because we'll look into that. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. That's awesome.
Has anyone mentioned on the bad packaging of the Poppin' Backpack bundle? Oh, yeah, a million times. That is bullshit.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. We never talked about that. How they're shipping those damn things?
No, we have.
Did we talk about it?
We have talked about it numerous times, but we didn't talk about it for the Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, my
drop.
God. People were getting that stuff,
horrible.
and they were completely destroyed.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. You know what pisses me off about all that? I've said this time and time again. Funko knows that their items are valuable because of box condition.
But no.
Hold on.
You're
Because
buying the product for the product.
They have a
not the
Funko
box.
app where this is all tracked. So they're actually they have an application that tracks all the values, knowing good and well why these things are valuable. Then they ship your stuff that way, and sometimes they won't replace your box because it isn't damaged enough for them to send a replacement.
Okay, but if they have replacement boxes, then they know the fucking value.
You know what they should do? Hook up with $7bucksapop.com or $7 a pop,
yes,
and get some pop shields to shield up every single Funko Pop that you ship out. I mean, it's a couple extra cents. Come on, let's do it. By the way, $7bucksapop.com is where you should go and check them out. They sell all sorts of cool stuff over there. They got these random drops that occur where you can buy some grails. But my favorite thing to do when I go to $7bucksapop.com is buying their Pop Shield armors, which are just incredible. I think I have one around here somewhere.
You have some right behind us.
Oh, yeah, here's a couple. So here is my, by the way, somebody was selling, I'll get to this in a minute. Somebody was selling an Optimus Prime Black Light for like $700. I almost bought it, but I was like, oh my God, do I really need to do that?
Yeah, that's a lot of money on a...
That is a lot of money, but boy, did I want it. But this is a Pop Shield armor. It has a magnetic clasping lid. This thing is hard as hell. I'm pretty sure you could run this over with a car and it would take up a significant force to destroy it. These things are just unbelievable. So if you have $1,000 grails or a grail that's $250, like this guy right here, buy some Pop Shield armors and protect them. Protect your investment, motherfucker.
Yeah. It's annoying that they don't do that. That they'd rather protect art series than NFT.
Unbelievable.
Ridiculous. Nobody.
Where's the brains at? I don't know where the brains are. They're gone? They lose the brains?
Obviously.
Brainses?
They're over there firing their top talent, yes.
Where's your brainses?
Patrick asks, can I be best bitches of
100%.
They take long enough to ship the NFTs. Surely the stickers can be printed during the wait time. Yes, I agree.
We're going to have to buy so many Best Bitches keychains.
I know. It's going
to be
to be
unbelievable.
Ridiculous. Nikki Papadop got cereal. Apple pie toast crunch. Good. Don't tell. Listen, I love cereal. I have this weird obsession with cereal. Like, I'd rather have cereal than desserts most night. I mean, I fucking love desserts though. Like,
Cereal's awesome.
If we had like cheesecake in the fridge, I'd be eating on that.
Love
But
cereal.
I don't.
Sign
I
me
love
up.
cereal.
You didn't make me chicken for tomorrow for my lunch.
I'm sorry. I love you.
Hey, don't grab me like that and act like you love me. You forgot my chickens.
I'm giving you a kiss.
What were you doing up there?
Kissing on the
No, that's in no, stop. That's in tomorrow's video.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're giving up content. What are you
don't
doing?
know what I'm talking about.
By the way, it looks like part 3's video of this whole shenanigans will come out on Tuesday. I think I mentioned that before. I'm mentioning it again. We got so much data just sitting here, actually, that we're going to compile all of it and make that video. And I think you guys are going to like it.
Yeah.
And don't forget, head over to MischiefToys.com and sign up for our newsletter. New figure coming out in February. In the first couple weeks of February. It's a big deal. This is a really great figure, and it comes from the mind of Heather.
Travis Spalding said brainses are up their asses.
Dr. Applesauce says, I remember being on break in EMT school, and Lee from $7 Pop texted me saying, hey, we have this new project we're working on, and showed me the Pop Shield armor prototype. Good old days. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Lee and company and Jason, great guys. We love both of those guys a lot. Haven't seen them in person in a while. Probably since New York Comic Con. It's been a while. Miss those guys. Okay. Thank you, Chef Eo Boy. That's amazing. Thank you. If we ever make it to was it Lewis, Delaware? We'll totally visit you for sure. Yes, I did spill gargoyle Ghastly. Thank you, Fastmo24. I did. Do you remember that night? Oh.
Yep. Meanwhile, I'm talking about a joke that nobody's going to understand until they see tomorrow's video, and you're so mad. Gargoyle Ghastly! Remember that?
I can't believe I did that. Oh, that was so stupid. I mean, now it's, it's gone now, but it is what it is.
Richard Suppley, I should probably get my first pop shields for the NFT pops I got coming. Richard, I would be very interested in knowing how you feel about them. I love them, and I love when people say this is my first one.
Yeah.
Like
a virgin.
Yeah, like it's amazing. They're really, really cool. Like a virgin. Most of you guys know that most of my pops are out of box. If you don't, well, now you know. But I keep my autographs, most of my autographs. I still need to get more, but I keep most of my autographs in Pop Shield armors because they're just so amazing. Sure. I love them.
Rafa says, for anime fans, $7 Pop has the protectors for Luffy on Mary and Sunny.
Yes,
that's awesome.
Do.
Yes, I forgot all about that. You're absolutely right. They just released a bunch of information about the new Pop Shield armors and Pop Shields.
Speaking of leaks, any news on the openings for the Coven of Mischief? Nate, man, listen. I love you.
Coming soon.
A lot.
Oh my God, it's Top Pops.
It is. Hold on. I'm in the middle of telling Nate how much I love him. I love you a lot, but you know that we'll give you information when we got it. Okay? We don't even have that information right now. We're working on it, I promise.
Did I tell you guys that earlier I was rubbing my body with a loofah and I pulled a really bad muscle on my back? I thought something popped. Like that's how bad it hurt.
You're just old. That's okay.
Oh my God.
I still love you.
What is our very favorite NFT set? This question comes from Top Pops. My favorite set so far, that I'm super excited about getting in the mail is the Transformers set. And also the Freddy Funko Halloween set, the part 2.
Yeah, so...
Those two I'm very excited about.
I want to say I Loved the Scooby-Doo NFT set.
Those are great.
Those are amazing. I love that it was villain-centric, and
Love
we only got one good guy, which was Scooby-Doo, and I didn't care about that one, honestly. I also, like, this one's for me. I cannot wait for the WB horror set.
That's a great
love
set.
horror. I love creepy things. I'm so excited for that.
Zach Bonifer, can we refrain from calling Top Pops TP? Because that's also a reference to toilet paper. Come on, get your act together.
Who
Zach
said
Bonifer.
that? Oh, Zach Bonifer.
Zach Bonifer. Yeah, I bet he does not have a smile on his face right now. He never does.
He never does. Zach is a man that never smiles.
And Gastlecast, you thought you were a tiny channel. TP is in the house. Oh yes, Pop Life Toys. Yes, actually, he's been a friend. We've reached out and talked to him many times. He's such a great guy. We love him. And we cannot wait to see his premiere on Funko TV.
Yes.
It's going to be amazing. Oh my
gosh. By the way, Tristan, congratulations. That is so amazing.
It is amazing.
And
Congratulations.
nobody deserves to be hanging out with Funko for real like you.
Anyway, did you see Did you see our videos where we released a bunch of bad news about Funko?
He's not going to say anything.
It's a perfect time to bring that up.
Top Pops is a very wholesome content creator.
He is. He's not a dick and fart joke channel like us.
No, and
we spend most of our times laughing at dick and fart jokes.
I respect Top Pops so much. He is a very young person, and that's nothing negative at all. Okay? What I'm trying to say is he is wise beyond his years.
His ears? What's that mean?
It means they're really hairy. Like, you know how old men get the hair inside?
I got hair in mine.
I know.
The other day, I pulled this hair off my ear. It curled. It was that long, this hair on my ear.
You're disgusting.
How do you walk around with a hair that big? It's
unbelievable. I know, you're gross. But, Tristan, I just want to say that, the fact that you stay true to yourself and you don't get involved in, the crazy drama of the pop community, I really, really respect that about you. I think it's really cool. A lot. A lot. A whole lot. And I think it just surprises me because you are so young and younger people are generally, ultra dramatic. Do you remember being in middle school and, people would get mad at each other over the dumbest things? Not saying you're in middle school. Oh my god, I'm digging myself a hole. Tristan, I'm sorry.
When I started growing pubes, that's when my whole life changed. Where are you going with this?
I don't know where I'm going.
I don't know. It's like you're drunk tonight. It's like every topic. It's like you're...
You know I don't drink. I'm just naturally stupid. Tristan.
You're not naturally stupid. You're very smart.
We respect you so much.
Hold on. There was something I wanted to... Okay. This is a topic I wanted to discuss because...
Hold on. Really quick.
Sure.
Dr. Applesauce said, we see the bad things so Top Pops can focus on all the fun things.
Exactly. He enjoys the fun. We enjoy the hate. Wayne Paris is bringing up a good point. He says, let's talk about the eBay prices on Ghastly. Oh. So I've had multiple people share with me a picture of Ghastly on eBay, an initiation Ghastly, who before he was, I don't know if I have it on here anymore.
This is crazy. Okay.
Okay, that's weird.
So yesterday, this initiation Ghastly was up to $500 something the last I checked. People must be retracting their bids because it's down to $202.50.
Yep.
So it's almost like there's people on there, I don't know if they're
I've never seen anything like this happen before.
Yeah, this is weird.
That's why I wanted to talk about this because before, I would say last night, it was up to $500 and some dollars.
Yeah.
It was way up.
I was
oh my god, why the fuck is this so high?
Yeah.
And apparently people were retracting their bids.
So I wonder if part of that has to do because we've had people ask and people made comments on one of the pictures that was posted in the group of what people were betting? Is that
Bidding?
Bidding.
What the hell are you?
Maybe I am drunk.
I think you are.
What did you do to me? People were bidding on it, and there were we have said a couple of times before Initiation Ghastly when it changed hands, we wanted to know where it came from and whose hands it's in, because we did the Coven of Mischief thing and we wanted people to have access to the Coven of Mischief, and if they no longer wanted their initiation Ghastly, well, they're no longer in the Coven of Mischief. So basically, when we introduce the Coven of Mischief, we no longer are allowing people who obtain the initiation Ghastly from the secondhand market to be within the Coven of Mischief. So I'm wondering if that had some sort of effect. Like if people thought that they would be allowed into the Coven.
Oh.
Because people were commenting, no, you can't. Like that window has closed.
Got it. Yeah. I mean, that sounds legit to me.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if it's that.
I
don't know.
I like that Dr. Applesauce is in the chat. He's responding to questions about Pokemon. I'm so glad he's here because I have no idea what I would be saying about he's saying all sorts of things.
Morgan said it was at 5:20.
Wow. So a lot of people retracted their bid. Maybe somebody got angry.
He said 2 people retracted their bids. Have we banned anybody from the Gastlecast group in the last 24 hours? That might have happened. Yeah. That always good. I like Travis Spaulding's comment. Tristan brings the fun. Gastlecast brings the mischief. Perfect balance. That should be on a goddamn t-shirt. It should be.
It's showing 4 retracted bids. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That's weird. But listen, in the end of the day, for me, I just want whoever wants that initiation Ghastly to get it in their hands. Because that's the most limited Ghastly we have put out thus far. I mean, aside from Narrator. But the only way to buy Narrator is if you were initiated.
Yes.
Right? So.
I would love to see an Art the Clown Funko Pop come out. Yes.
Surprised we haven't seen that yet.
Same, but I'm curious, like, is it because the people who play art, is it a licensing issue? That's what I'm trying to say. So, bid retract into the foreskin of eBay.
If you want to join an awesome group, go over to Gastlecast We Hunt Together. It's on Facebook. It's full of great people, collectors. We also have a group for Mischief Toys. If you go on Facebook and look up Mischief Toys, literally it's the only thing that pops up. Go and join up on the Mischief Toys group. It's a great group as well, and we share Mischief Toys news and all sorts of stuff there. I need to be more active in that group and do some... I might do like a proto giveaway or something in there at some point. Like, I think that might be what I do. Because I think if we do proto giveaways and do like special giveaways in that group, we can grow it. I want to grow that group. I want to grow the Mischief Toys fan base and the community. Because we have so many people who love this product. We know that from our sellouts. The sellouts occur very quickly. But I want to have a group where we can all sort of discuss and post photos and do all sorts of fun stuff to include the giveaways that I'm talking about. So we'll see. More to come in 2023. I need to work harder when it comes to social media for Mischief Toys. You got to remember, it's just us doing it. I don't have a team. So we're constantly trying to devise ways to sort of get our name out there. We're always open to ideas. I'll ask questions of Wednesday to Heather so I don't get wrecked on another video from you guys. LMAO, love ya.
I was the one that said something like, what did they say? I'm a dumb piece of shit or something like that. Right. That was so much fun. That video, I watched it at work. He tagged us in it. And I was just laughing.
Explain what happened. Can you explain? Because I don't know, people won't know.
So basically what happened was we posted a video and it was like about the Wednesday selling out. And the person, he's here right now, Gatton Coelho. I'm so sorry. I said that wrong. I know I did. Like, they commented, but in the video, like, they said something like, that looks like Addams Family. And I was like, well, yeah, it looks like Addams Family because it is Addams Family. And then we made some sort of joke, and I basically said something about them being a dumb piece of shit. Of course I'm joking. I don't think that if you don't know something that you're a dumb piece of shit.
Okay.
But they, thank goodness, did not get offended, and they made a video of them. They're like, I'm gonna do this, but first, let me watch my favorite YouTube channel. And it's like me literally saying, you dumb piece of shit. About their comment, and they're like, wait a second, that comment looks familiar, and they go to Instagram and they're like, oh my god, it's my comment. That was my favorite thing and I watched it while I was at work. Don't tell my boss. But
You just did.
no.
What if he watches the channel? He's watching live.
He's not watching. I mean, if he does, maybe I'll be fired, just like Funko. Just like the Funko art
You're gonna
department.
lose your job over a dumb video.
But I thank you for being a good sport, and thank you for making me laugh. That was good. I love when people like get it and know that I'm not being serious.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've never seen Addams Family, only the cover, so I didn't know. Exactly. And you know, it's funny. I don't know one anime from the other. Like, I know who, well, I don't even know the difference between Goku and Vegeta. Don't fucking come for me. I know that there's differences, but I don't know. I know that Luffy is from One Piece.
Got to keep your pan strong.
Oh yeah,
Anthony Torres posted the funniest picture in the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group. He posted, it's a picture of him with the little tiny hand. That's so good. And Heather has those as well. That's great.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Are you making fun of my hands right now?
You know what's the problem with all this? Is that
What?
you can't hide your hands very well in them. I noticed it in the
Yeah.
videos. Like I'm seeing your
It's
little fingers sticking
annoying.
around. Yeah.
Maybe I gotta like really.
You know what
put
we
my
should do?
hands
We
in
should
there.
build something to attach to them and you hold that instead so it's deeper or they're longer.
Deeper and longer.
See what I'm
What's
saying?
up?
That's what I'm
You
talking
know the way to my heart. I don't know what this is. Don't ask. I just wanted to use the
Hey,
hands and do
after
some
this
humps.
live, bring them upstairs. I think something weird's gonna happen tonight. You guys should make a Discord. Actually, we've had a couple people make Discords for Gastlecast. Our friend Steven Skolansky made one, and he wanted me to check it out. I haven't gotten around to it because I'm a big dickhead, but I am going to get around to it. I'm going to figure it out, and hopefully I can find a couple people who can help me run the thing because I know nothing about Discord, and I would just ruin everything. So I really need some talented Discord individuals to help me figure this all out.
Yes, we do not know. I am in multiple Discords. I don't know how I got there. I hardly know how to navigate it. I feel literally like my grandma contacted me the other day and asked me to come over to add somebody to her friends list on Facebook. And I love my grandma so much. But it makes me laugh because, like, older generations who didn't grow up with the internet don't know how to do the things that those of us who did know how to do.
Yeah.
And every time I'm on Discord, I feel like my grandma trying to add somebody to her friend list
Oh my
on
God.
Facebook.
Yeah. That's not easy.
No.
Yeah. Grandma and you having a hard time.
Yeah.
Philip Carter says he wants to see Guar, Fear and Loathing, and Half Baked. Yeah, of 100%. Guar.
That'd be
I would love
fun.
to see Guar.
DH said that boys have a Goku and girls have a Vegeta.
I saw that. That was pretty great. That's a great comment. Is it getting cello? Is that his name? I don't know. How do you pronounce that? You tried to pronounce it earlier. He says I use
Coelho,
Discord
I
too
think.
much. Yeah, I need to use Discord more. I have people tagging me on Discord a lot, so it comes up on my phone, and then I respond to it, and then that's it. I don't touch it until somebody else
If
contacts me again.
someone okay, this is a serious request. If someone knows of like a YouTube video or a how-to like I need someone to spell this shit out for me
I hate to say this.
on Discord. Please send it to me.
I hate to say this. I don't understand Twitter.
I don't understand Twitter either.
I know. I mean, there's parts
makes
of it that
no
I
sense
understand,
to
and I'm
me.
like learning as I go. But I am horrible.
I'm horrible with Twitter,
Oh
too.
my God, I'm the worst.
And the fact that like you can only say a certain amount of like letters
I don't
is
like
really
it.
weird.
It's dumb. Yep. It's dumb. You know
Yeah.
how close I was last night?
I
I was going to buy a Battle Damage RoboCop Hot Toys figure for $600 last night. I was so close to doing it.
It's because you were wasted on your Trulies.
I wasn't wasted, but I was wasted.
You were wasted.
But I wanted to buy that figure. Did you ever see it? He has no helmet on.
No.
He's got like this big head. It's so good.
Does it look like you because you got a big head?
It does. Actually, I was
You
looking at
got a
my
big
picture
ass
in
head.
the video right here, and I noticed how big my forehead is, and it's very similar to RoboCop. Max made a point about that today when we were watching. He goes, "Look how big his forehead is."
Did he say, "Oh, Daddy, his forehead is almost as big as yours"?
You guys got the same foreheads.
Discord is a chat board. Thank you, Mike Rogers. I know what it is. I'm just stupid.
I love it.
You understand NFTs, yes, but not Discord.
Right, exactly. We don't understand Discord. That's how stupid we are. Okay. Wow, 190 people. How many likes we got? We got a good amount. What's going on here?
Well, Travis Spalding probably will say that we only have 2 still.
Right.
Because he hasn't figured out how to refresh YouTube.
How many likes we got?
Let's see.
How many we got?
140.
140.
Wow,
Good
thanks,
job, guys. 140 likes. That's so sweet of you.
If we could get a little bit more, that would be really nice. But I understand.
He's gonna buy me suspenders. So my buttocks doesn't come flying.
You
out.
understand NFTs? You can get Twitter. Okay, Joey, we have Twitter. We just don't know how to use it.
Ugh.
I know how to like people's posts.
Right.
But, like, it's so hard for me to find, like, people's replies to posts. Like, I click around a couple times, and after, like, 5 clicks, I finally get it.
Right.
Gettin said, I'm a buy Chris a suspender because crack kill. Oh, you said that?
My buttocks keep flopping out. Yeah. Happens a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's 10:36. Are you ready to go? We gotta get up early. We gotta work early. We gotta get up early.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we could get a little bit more. Who is that?
Huh? It's Tony. He's got a miniature hand.
Oh, I know why he has
that. Look at his hand.
I know why. I freaking know why he has that.
Look at that. It's a little finger hand, huh? Come on.
Listen,
how exciting is that?
They're smaller than my hands, and I know what Chris likes me to do with those. What are you saying, Tony?
Okay. Oh yeah, Nathan. Nathan said he'd help us too. Thank you, Nathan Bakken. He's the best. I forgot.
Can you explain it to me like I'm 5? Like, would that work?
If people reach out and they want to help, and I'm just such a douche, I never get back to them. I'm just a huge douche. I'm the biggest douche. When everybody calls me a douche on the channel or on Dis, they're kind of right. I am sort of a douche.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing.
No, well, you shouldn't, because it's true. Thank you guys for tuning in, hanging out with us, and discussing all this stuff. You know, it's been a crazy couple of days posting all this content and sort of bringing or shedding some light on some situations that maybe we all had no clue was going on in the background. And we will have another video this week, probably Tuesday, where we discuss more. We received so much information today.
Yes, we did. But really quick, Rick said, speaking of the WB horror set, I'm about 30% away from my first royalty. Where would y'all suggest to find possible trade partners to try and complete it? Rick, please reach out to me on Facebook Messenger, Heather Gast. If you're in the Facebook group, you will be able to find me there. I'm an admin, obviously. And I could point you in the right direction.
Well, there's a group on Facebook.
Yeah,
it's the Buy Sell Trade Funko NFT. That's a great group.
It is a great group. You do have to be very careful. It freaks me out just because, like, I'm not saying anything about that group. I'm just saying that there's a lot of scammers out in, like, the Funko world in general.
Yes.
So just make sure, like, you ask for references if you're planning on spending a decent amount of money.
Right.
That's all I'm suggesting. But right. I really, really enjoy that group, and it is very helpful.
Great group. I like all those people. They're awesome. Yeah. So thank you all. Again, you guys are the best. Look out for more content coming this week. No video today. This is the video of the day. I needed a rest. But tomorrow will be a video about Funko NFTs and some major issues. A really big issue. And I think you guys are going to want to hear about it and talk about it. And we'll discuss it even more in the comment section on that video. And then Tuesday, of course, will be part 3 of this new series that we've created.
And that's if nothing crazy comes out tomorrow.
Right. We got to see what goes on, and then we'll do.
But sometime this week we'll do another a part 3 because we're covering it, and we think that it's really cool that we're sort of updating you all with the most up to date information.
Exactly.
It's been a lot of fun.
There you go. It
really
I mean,
has.
sort of. I mean, it's been fun. I mean, being a
it's
bearer of bad news isn't fun.
It isn't fun in that way, but it's fun to have these discussions and be able to bring important information to the community that I feel we need to know about, because it brings a level of, what's the word? Not humanity, but you know what I'm saying? What is the word?
I've been trying to figure out what you're saying this whole life, actually.
it
I'm figuring it out.
It's a good reminder that there are actual people behind the scenes at Funko. There are artists. There are people that are doing important work. And, you know, like I said, we do trash their products and their choices quite frequently, but we love Funko, and we love 99% of their products.
And because we call it the Venom and Carnage Funko Pop's trash, it's a very good possibility that we got the entire art team fired.
We did not get the art team fired.
Could have been us, unfortunately. What's the word I use? Allegedly.
We love Funko very much, and it saddens us a lot to see.
Console Rebel, what do you think Funko's plan is? Their plan is to make more money and to do all the things they can do to make more money. That's their plan.
Mr. Yak, it humanizes it. Thank you.
There you go. But their trajectory is to make a lot of money. They want to hit 2.6 billion, I think, by 2026, if I remember correctly. That's a big number that they have to capture, and they got to do a lot of crazy things to get there. Doing what they're doing right now in terms of like allegedly to this art team stuff, I don't know if that's the way of going about doing it. I'm pretty sure that's not the way of going about doing it, but
no.
Something major is going on, and we will keep you up to date as soon as we have more information. We have all of the sources. Literally, we're getting contacted by everybody, like in Funko, out of Funko, people who used to work there, people who still work there. We're getting it like up and down. It's craziness. So more information about all of this and more coming very soon. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. Remember, head over to Facebook and join Gastlecast. We went together. It's a great group. You're not going to want to miss out on that. And also check MischiefToys.com and sign up for the newsletter and order yourself a brand new hoodie, because we got the pre-orders going.
Yes, go and get a hoodie. They're on the main page, and they're in Mischief Toys merch tab. So please support a small toy company. Those pre-orders will end this Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, so please make sure that you get yours so that you don't miss out. I don't want anyone having FOMO, but you guys have been asking for them, and we're here to deliver.
That's
so
right.
Don't forget, go order yours.
That's right.
We have extra small through 5X. 5X!
100%.
We have all the sizes, so
go and order yourself one.
Order them. But before we go, scroll up a little bit.
Okay.
Scroll up a little more.
Okay. Oh, Cloud Splendid, you're very welcome. We're glad to hang out.
Does Dank Reviews says, Ghastly keeps jumping around my house, this fool cray.
Is he the one that took a picture of the Ghastly? Because I saw another comment. Ghastly is still up there lurking around.
Yes!
He said the picture of Ghastly.
To us. Yeah. Yes. Man, he is crazy. What's he up to?
I know. Never know. But guys, thank you so much. Remember, as always, we are together, yes. We love you. Be good to each other this week. And we'll see you next Sunday. Watch a new video come out every single day. Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Bye. Bye.